Charlie, the Ghana people are not to be taken for granted. Oh, the British High Commissioner to Ghana and his team actually paid a visit to the Ga Mantse. But this meeting, it looks like they were already waiting for them. Hey, you see, like previously, you have the whites and people from other countries. They come and then they speak their mind to our chiefs. This time around, it's not like that. If you look at how the meeting went, you realize that yes, these people are not to be taken for granted. You just watch this video.
My name is Cecil Adrian Sampson. I'm the political officer at the British High Commission. I'm here with my colleague, Duke Opoku-Mensah, who is also the political officer, but I'll save the best for last. Ghana and the UK hold a very strong relationship with each other. And of course, as custom demands, when you are settled in, you have to come and pay respects to the owners of the land and the custodians of tradition. I'm here with His Excellency Dr. Christian Rogg, UK High Commissioner to Ghana. He presented his credentials weeks ago to the President, and he thought it wise, as custom demands, to come and pay a courtesy on the Ga Mantse, the custodians of tradition, before he does any other engagements officially. So allow me to introduce His Excellency Dr. Christian Rogg, the freshest High Commissioner for now in Ghana. Thank you.
Your Royal Majesty, Chiefs, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for welcoming me this afternoon and for accepting our request to have an early meeting and introduction. As my colleague just mentioned, I arrived in Accra just a few weeks ago, and even more recently I presented the credentials by which King Charles III has accredited me as British High Commissioner to Accra, to His Majesty, to His Excellency the President. We thought that it was also very important, with the formal protocol between our two countries having been completed, for me to call on you and to introduce myself early in my tenure here. The relationship between Ghana and the UK is a very long-standing one that has developed a lot over the last few years as well, really building respect for each other and building on shared values. I'm very honored now to have the opportunity as the British High Commissioner to drive forward the next part of that journey. For me, it's a particular honor also because I used to live in Ghana before. I was here in 2006 to 2009, and I love being here, and I was very glad when I had the opportunity now to come back. So being back in Accra is not just a new chapter for me, it's also coming home in a way. And very fond memories of my time here. And I think the work that we've been doing together is both at a very global level on issues that we all care about, but it's also on a very local level in our communities, where we want to make sure that the connections between our countries, between our peoples are strong, but also that we can support each other where there's an opportunity to improve things. So with that, I'm really looking forward to start our partnership, our relationship today, but then also to continue working together and to look for opportunities to do more in the near future. So thank you very much again, Your Majesty, for hosting us.
When I look at how the people were seated there, they're really cool though, you understand? But one thing that will shock you about this is that the person who is to speak next, before the Ga Mantse speaks, if he opens his mouth, you will not hear anything about Ghana. It is all about Ghana. Charlie, you just listen to this.
The linguist has spoken on behalf of the King and welcoming you, and I can only associate with that opening remark from him. Let me say, Ghana and Britain, we've been in this business of interstate relations for a very, very long time, and we have expanded our relations, and diversify the areas of cooperation over the years. I remember you were here earlier on, and I think it was just a year after you had left that we had a very important national dialogue with UK, in which we focused on seeing how to deepen our relations. I remember at that time we spoke not only about reinforcing the work of the Foreign Ministry of Ghana and that of the UK, but we also spoke about economic areas of cooperation. We have been trading for many years, but I think we have come to a point where we recognize that trading in primary commodities would not develop the country, and that we have to look more at value addition to the products that are exported. We know you have some investments in Ghana in terms of companies that are doing businesses here, but I think it has come to a point where we must really think of more factories and companies that would move Ghana forward in terms of the value addition I referred to. Cocoa we've been sending for a long time, and we need to see more UK investments in Ghana in this area and other areas of agriculture, agribusiness. So this is where we think we'll be looking towards the signals from you as to new areas where you are willing to invest in to help us expand our income. We also think that the work you are doing in terms of human resource training through British Council, the scholarships that are offered to Shibnin scholars and others, and also need to be intensified a bit, because we have more young people who need the scholarships in order to provide the intellectual base for the work we are doing. So we would again be looking for signals in this direction. And we hope that you would also take opportunity to visit those areas which you couldn't do before, now that you have come back. And therefore, we would like to see more cultural cooperation also between our two countries. And on that note, let me rest my case, and we would look forward to early opportunity to engage. Thank you very much.
Guy, you see, this the government here doesn't need to speak. Oh, this speech that this Ganmo, Onukwa just gave is enough. I don't think the government just should even open his mouth again. Kai! You see the excellence of the speech. When the British High Commissioner got up to speak, he was doing stammering. But see, Gamano, now go there, no more. I respect you. He made two important, requests that I really love. He said that transport we are, doing this exporting our raw material. That's not what we want to. We want value addition. We want the factories. And number two, he also talked about how the human resource, this scholarship people are getting, is something they really love to happen, not to only to Ghana. The man didn't talk about Ghana. He talked about the entire country. So the man is not a government. The way he spoke like a president. If not because he's the same age category to our president, I would say like this one there, he should be the next president. Now go there. Charlie, Gan. You guys, you have assets. This is what our traditional leaders did. Not those days that they used to come and tell us good thing. We love Ghana, we love Africa. Then they go and you don't tell them what we want. They give you small money and that's it. No more. Hey. Now let's go and listen to the Ga Mantse, the king himself, so that we'll hear what he has to say. Yes. I'm sure as for the king, he will go specific.
Biasuma.
Your Excellency, we welcome you to the Ga Mantse Palace, the Ghana Traditional Council, and we say Obake. London, Accra, Britain, Accra has very good bilateral relations, and we know that you would continue the good work that was started by your predecessors. Like you said, you've been to Ghana before, you've lived in Ghana for a while, and you've seen that Ghana has truly evolved. The city of Accra has changed a lot in terms of its infrastructural value. As Gadangbe, we find out that there's a dense of Gadangbe population in Britain, as it is here. And as diverse as our culture may be, I think that we have flowed into each other. I think 2 years ago or a year ago, I was in London with the chiefs to celebrate the Homo War Festival. And it was amazing how the whole collaboration went and how we're protected by police and security, the kind of protocols that are given to us when we come there. We've seen that a lot of Ghanaians are really profiting, from the welcome, and also the hospitality of Britain. And I think that is the way forward, that we learn to look at the value chain and see how best, we can improve each other's lot in terms of our culture, in terms of education, in terms of spreading the technology of cognitive AI and all that. And especially for our youth. We have launched the Ghana Youth Forum, and I believe that there is a lot of opportunities as you have come that will be opened up to them as youth. And these are the signals that we'll be looking out for. Thank you very much. And we will also pray for you today, that our soils enable you, strengthen you, and give you that tenacity to be able to work and succeed, that everybody will look on to you, Your Excellency. One day, you will be that star of Britain that came to Ghana and changed everything. I believe that in your time, we will have the best of collaboration. Chat no manyaba.
Charlie, this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. This is a leader. You understand? He listened to what the first speaker spoke, and he also added. You understand? He said, we believe that your time will experience better collaboration. So that means that the others, they have done their best, but this time around, we want you to do better. It's not about, no. We want you to do better. You understand? And you look at the way he put the speech, you realize that this is wisdom. As for the English, I don't want to talk there because it is someone's language. But the two Ghana people that spoke, no. They have just destroyed the English even more than the British High Commissioner. I think the British, they have to come and learn English again. Because, no more. Offer the, how do they say it's finished in Kankra? Offer the, it's finished. You understand? All right, see you guys. Thank you very much. And I really think this is really a positive speech from our leaders, and we hope to have more of this. Bye.
Subscribe to BTG Talking Business.